Thank you for joining in, and for today's class, this is a nice colorful floral arrangement here in watercolors that is very easy to do. And I am just showing some art supplies that I used here. That's my big White Nights set, and I have some watercolor paper taped down there. And I am using a size 8 brush from the Princeton Neptune series. And I'm going to start off with my turquoise first. And also the paper, I cut it to 8 by 8 inches, if anyone was curious. So it's a nice even square. And we're going to start off right here with a rose. And then I'm going to use just some of the water, dab a little bit off, and drag it down so that it can bleed and feather out. You can create some really nice effects this way, and it's very easy to do, and it's great for practice, like I've mentioned in my other previous classes as well. And next up here, I have a bit deeper blue. This is that indanthrone, or sometimes it's indanthrone blue. So whatever deep blue that you have will work good. And again, we're gonna do the same strokes here with the shape of the rose, and then you can push down on the side of the brush to make some of the petals bigger. And then we're going to use that water to feather it out and create those nice soft edges. And back to the turquoise, we're going to create a different flower down below here in this corner piece. You can think of it as, it's almost like the shapes of blue leaves. So we're going to keep adding them on and creating a pattern here. And again, just like the other flowers, we're going to use just the water from your brush and loosen up some of those edges. And when you're ready, we're going to move back up to the top. I'm going to add a little bit more turquoise to deepen up the center of the rose. And then I'm going to do the same thing with that middle rose as well, just for some contrast. And I'm going to show some of the colors that we're going to be using next on my swatch sheet here. We have we use the turquoise and the indanthrone there. And now we're going to move on to, right there is the quinacridone violet rose, and then the quinacridone violet. So if you don't have those exact colors, that's okay. Just use something close to what you already have there. And I'm going to start off with the quinacridone violet rose first. And these flowers are very easy to do. So we're going to start at the tip and then push down, and then you can round it towards the edge. You can almost think of it, sometimes these remind me of like a little pinwheel. And then we're going to mix the violet in. And it's okay if they bleed into each other as well. And when you're ready, we're going to let those flowers dry up a little bit. Let that first layer dry. We're going to move on to the leaves and some fillers here. I kept it really simple. We're just going to use some sap green and then some gentle strokes here. So you could let the brush do all the work. Just, you can press and release. Press and release. You could even practice on a separate sheet of paper if you wanted to as well. And then you can leave some room because we will be adding some buds and fillers like I mentioned as well. And I have a nice bright lemon yellow. I'm going to create some buds here. Maybe a little bit up top. And one more off on the corner, just for some balance. And then we're going to go back to the turquoise and add a few tiny buds here and there on the leaves and vines that we just created. And we're going to move on towards the bottom now. I'm going to add a lot more water to that quinacridone violet rose so that it's a very nice light pink. And we're going to create some fillers here. after the fillers, I'm going to move on, and I'm showing that indanthrone blue that we used from the beginning. I'm going to create a really super light wash, and we're going to just feather it out along some of the edges. And that'll create that nice loose watercolor look that we're going for here today in this class. And for some finishing touches, we're going to go back to those pink and purple flowers, and we're just going to touch up some of the petals. And if yours got too light, you can go ahead and add a second layer. You can paint some veins on them and then blend them out, which is what I'm doing here. We want the colors to be nice and bright. And then you can use some of the, let's see, that was the quinacridone rose violet. So whatever shade you have there close to your pink, and we're just gonna put little bits for buds here and there throughout the painting so that everything blends better together and matches. And this is the last step here. And then when everything is fully dry, you can remove your taped edges, and then you'll have a nice white border. And that is it for today's class. I hope that you did enjoy it. Be sure to stay tuned, and you can leave a comment. Be sure to vote in the polls, and I'll see you next time.